involved in, and like I said, once again, I think, for reading that because, then they'd be like, okay, I don't never hear that brother reading that from.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
that, like, really made me feel good, like, damn, okay, yeah, that's what's up. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if the enemy was trying to come like that, yeah, well, if it's so true, I ain't reading nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the Lord having to made you do it because, like I said, there's some people that are around some of the listeners that's trying to bring them down.
Right.
You understand? And that probably now that just came out of nowhere. I'm
Right.
being honest with you. You can take my breath, but think about in the spiritual realm. Think about that. What if somebody was saying that? And then by you reading from Message to the Black Man, they killed that. You
Right.
understand? Now they can't even think that way. So now the enemy got to think of something else. So
Right.
like the way he making me feel, we got them on whoever these ones are. We got them on the run because certain things that we can't see, they're seeing our God's grace that's backing us up, and this is why they steady listening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just because they listening because also in my position, what he make me feel that they're seeing certain things in their own way that's verifying what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not like it ain't obvious, but it's not obvious, to those who just in agreement with being wicked. You know what I mean? And they're comfortable with it. And like I said, man, if you got anything too, just let me know. So, in the course, I can try to fall into that where you can just, bone in on whatever it is. Because, I don't want to do it all the talking. But, and that's what I had to, I had to ask you to pardon me on that one. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it just came.
But no, we already had that discussion. Like, I already understand when it, when it's like that. It's I already know what it is. So I let you do your thing because I know that's where it's coming from. That's that. Like I said, that's that energy. Coming from Allah right there, like that. That gives you that ability to just go in like that. You just get in that zone. But that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's all good.
I want the people to know that's why, especially because I don't want them to, I don't want the enemy to have no excuses. And even if you come on and mention that sometimes, hey, just for the record, if y'all ever hear me quiet, while the brother, you know what I mean? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you can get that to them so they'll hear from the host. So it's like, okay, well, damn, if he's the host. And he's like, then well, shit, excuse my friend, if that happened, then they gonna already know. You know what I'm saying? That they gonna stand down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the inner Satan won't try to come and use that as an excuse. Like, oh, well, dang, he out talking to him.
Yeah.
You might have, you got your own people who probably like how you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
How you might come off or whatever the case may be. And that's natural. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
then for you to be like that, that'll let them know, like, damn, they just got that bond like that. They are.
Yeah. Well, they, like you said, you right.
You always stress it anyway, though. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, you right though. But that's just how we are. We just have that type of vibe. We known each other for a long time, so it's just that we got that respect when we're talking. We just know, that person got something to say. We can let them get it out, and then we come in, on that pause. So
They
it's
gonna be blown because when I go in on the last, the verse of the Quran and then give them the definition so they can understand, what these calamities and also with their actions, and as well as our own, if we don't straight, you know what I mean, our little flaws, our niggliness,
right.
And where we gonna be at. So you need to, when we give them, what Allah is telling them in that scripture about this fiercely blazing fire. So I'm gonna give them the definition of fiercely and blazing. And I want you, if you can, to pull it up yourself. So if you look at the synonyms, you can kind of tell them that and give them your own exegesis on how this is terrible pertaining to you being put in hell.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? From being ignorant of the time and not paying on. Whenever you know.
Yeah, we try to we try to get the shows, done, on a certain time of the day, but it's kind of difficult because we got different schedules and all that. So, just let the people know we try to, we're trying to get, certain days to get schedules down, but our schedules kind of, they different, from day to day, from things that we have to do. So, but we definitely want to try to start having them, on different, Monday through Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at one time.
Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays I'm off.
Okay.
That's my schedule. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I go Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, and then you understand what I'm saying? I go for that day.
Right, and I mean, and just for the people, so they know, like if anybody has anything to say, again, there's always a way to contact me here on the show. You can also message inside the live chat room. For the new listeners who just come on, we're basically talking about the weather and how this is a sign, from Allah about everything that's that everything that's going on is basically a sign, of the coming of Allah. So we have to pay, really pay close attention, and I mean, and not, not just only to the weather, but the way people are reacting as well. Because everything is tying in now, and it's coming, to be. But at the same time, the things that we're going through, you see what's happening now. We're starting. I mean, even though it looks like it's a mess, out of all that chaos, eventually it's gonna come organization. It's gonna get organized. But right now it's a chaotic mess. But the people are standing up, against this. Against these so-called police officers and this wicked nature and the way everything is. But once we realize that we can't destroy our own neighborhoods where we live, and then understand that it's the government, these are corporations and the banks, then we go after that. But you see that they're going to set everything up in a place where right now, that they're going to start these curfews. And they're going to start them in every city. And and this is what's going to happen. And once you're out there, and we had this discussion at work today, basically, like once you're out there past these curfew times, what they're going to do. So if you're out here thinking that this is just a game, you out here looting and, stealing out of people's stores and doing stuff that doesn't make any sense, or is going to gain anything for your people or your community, then I'm telling you, you got another thing coming, because you think that they're killing innocent black men and innocent people in poverty now. I mean, right now you see what's happening, and it's going to get worse. So it's only going to get worse right now, as far as them, the way they're going to come back at us. But now the world is seeing us stand up, but we have to do it in a way where they understand what's happening. Because if we allow the media to show us just robbing stores, stealing and stuff like that, they're gonna say, okay, that's not really a they're not fighting for a cause, they're just stealing, because that's how the media is gonna show us. So we have to show the world that we really mean business, as far as our government, these corporations and banks, everything. So that way our brothers and sisters in these other places can see, okay, they are all standing up for that, and they'll do the same. So we have to condition ourselves to realize that the stuff that we're taking is petty stuff. Anyway, if we really want to do something, we'll go to certain locations. You know what I mean? I don't want to say too much, because again, it'll come out as that we're terrorists or whatever. But if we really want to do something, we'll go to these corporations and these banks and stand in front of them. Or neither go in there and take our money, out of these banks.
Right.
But that's a fear though, because you're stealing and robbing, but you still have your money in these banks. You're still you're gonna go to the store in a certain other place, when this is all over, After you destroyed your community, you're gonna go somewhere else. You're going to spend money in their communities anyway, because that's where the stores and stuff still gonna be open.
Straight up.
So, so you again, what you've done is you put yourself in a situation to be right back in a worse situation than you already were in. So, we have to really think about everything that we're doing and the way that we need to do it, because it's very important that when the world does see us, they see us, being, really, if you want to say revolutionary, or, really doing the work of Allah the way it's supposed to be done. Because we're not protecting, our people. We're setting them up for failure with stealing again. I just have to say it. When you're going to these stores stealing, and burning them down, and that's where you live, people are looking at that. Your brothers and sisters abroad are looking at that. Because again, they looking at us. The world's watching us anyway. They want to know, they're seeing what we're doing and they follow suit. Look, if you really pay attention, look, fashion, the music, just a few examples, So they're paying attention to all of that. So imagine if we really stand up and do it, in a orderly fashion, like, militant, and really mean business. The world will follow that.
Exactly.
But that's just the way I feel about all of that. And I mean, I know, that you're gonna have people that always have something different to say, and they're gonna be against it. Against us coming together as a people. They're going to say, well, we need this, that, and the other, and we shouldn't feel like we have to do it alone. But it has to start within our own first. Because remember, every time we've done this and we've been infiltrated by certain groups of people, and then that brings us down. And because it's the system of, you got the feds and basically the CIA that send people in to join in these groups. And now it's to that point where you can't trust. It's difficult to trust anybody, though. I mean, black or white. So you're gonna have to go through these people's resumes and everything now. But again, if you're doing things in the right manner, the way that it's supposed to be done in the eyes of God, of Allah, then you really don't have to worry too much anyway.
Exactly.
Because you're getting up and you're praying and you're meditating like you're supposed to do every day, they're not going to be able to harm you, in a mental state. You're not going to be reacting in a way, because you're going to be asking for that guidance that you need, every day when you wake up. Guide my, my words, keep me from being, my anger, my frustration, help keep me in a humble state. Because again, anytime you react on something, if you have time, again, like I always say, to go to your car or walk back to your house, or anything like that, then that means you got time to think about what you're about to do. So realize what you're about to do, and figure out another way to do it. Now if you're around a bunch of cowards, it may be difficult to get certain things done, because they're gonna be afraid about what somebody's gonna say. What their friends are gonna say if they go do this or that. The thing is what's best for your community and the people that are around you. Protection, and I got to keep saying it, protection for your family, for your community, for the places where you live. And, if we gotta work shifts, get up at the night and it's 15 or 10 of us every night, and we walk through our neighborhoods, on shifts, watching out for each other, making sure that we don't see nothing strange going on in our neighborhoods, then we need to do that. But again, that's everybody's worried about certain things. but then they say that they want what's best for the areas they live in, but nobody wants to put in the work to make sure that it's going to get done.